Nathan?
Yes.
We're living in a very interesting automotive world right now.
We are indeed. And we are here to bring you facts, including the fact that I'm not wearing pants, but more importantly,
What?
the fact that you guys have found this story compelling enough to write in even more.
Yes, so just a few days ago, we published a video on TFLnow channel, this channel, and talked about some of the good deals and also some market adjustments, kind of markups that are happening right now in the brand new vehicle market, both for trucks and cars. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to highlight some of your experiences, and you kind of flooded us with email, which is awesome.
That is fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you even more market adjustments and also some great stories about vehicles that are sitting around MSRP. We have both. And Andre is going to start it off with some interesting pricing with trucks.
Yeah, so we're living in a world where the demand is high, the supply is low for new vehicles. And many dealerships, well, first of all, most of them are private, all of them are franchises, privately owned. And they're dealing with this in different ways.
They are indeed.
So we are living in a world where a mid-sized truck can cost up to $70,000 now with markups, or a full-size truck can be discounted. So this is a very, very interesting. So let me bring up one truck, and then you can do a car. How about that?
Let's do it.
So for example, and I'm going to use basically one of the newest trucks on the market, which is a 2022 Nissan Frontier, which just hit the dealerships just a couple months ago.
Right. We've done several videos on this truck.
Yes. And this particular one comes from, this message comes from Ian W., who says he was looking at a Temecula Nissan dealership, and he noticed one of the Nissan Frontiers on the lot had a $15,000 added markup, it said, for a total price of $56,423.
Just to understand that the Nissan truck, fully equipped, if you were to get the very top of the line with every option, normally comes in well under that.
Yeah, about 44-ish. Maybe we had a Pro 4X recently that the MSRP was about 44. So this is $56,000. What do you have on cars?
Well, one of the ones from the website that's rather compelling is a Ford Mustang GT500. Yes, I know, not your regular retail car. MSRP was $96,485. That's MSRP. So, performance car, not very cheap. This was in Turlock, California, and they added a $30,000 market adjustment. So now the price is $126,485, and that's before taxes, registration fees, and whatnot. So that's not the only vehicle I have on my list, but that is a pretty good example of an adjustment.
And these are usually very highly popular vehicles.
Right.
But this is another popular vehicle. I have right here, this is actually a good deal. I have right here a Ram 1500 Laramie, a full-size truck with a Hemi engine. Carlos R. sent this in to us. This is near Austin, Texas at Nile Maxwell dealership. And this truck had I think just a month ago, about a $7,000 off MSRP. This is actually
that's a really good deal.
A very aggressive deal in this time right now. And this truck sold was an asking price of $52,154, which originally it was around $59,000. So Carlos found a great deal just recently.
Good for him. There's another deal, and this was just sent in from Spencer. And he bought a new Ford Bronco Sport. It's the Big Bend for the MSRP of $38,494. Now this is Canadian dollars, which is the equivalent of $31,175 USD. This is from Clark Ford in Richmond, British Columbia. And he says, this is his quote, "It's rare to find anything Bronco related here on the lots that isn't marked up or sold within days. So thumbs up to them."
Well, yeah, I mean, the supply is still low.
Well, and Ford Bronco Sports are remarkably popular right now. They are selling like hotcakes. So the fact that he was able to get one at MSRP, I mean, we're used to seeing mild markups before COVID really started kicking in and all the other markups started really coming up. But in this case, getting it at MSRP is pretty remarkable.
So all we're doing here, guys, and gals, is that we're spotlighting, some good deals, some markups as well. This is across the country. I want to mention this very popular new pickup, which is a Ford Maverick, right? It's just hitting the dealerships now.
Yeah.
The hybrid version of the Maverick is coming, they said about January timeframe, so still a couple of months away, maybe a month away.
Right. They started around 20 grand, right?
Yeah, 21 with a destination.
Okay.
Right. But there's several of them because there's such kind of a hot new vehicle that are having market adjustments. For example, here's a Ford Maverick right here with a $5,000 market adjustment. This is what it's labeled as, for a total price of $38,675. There's another one actually sent in by John S., which is the Maverick XLT luxury package with a few options. This one is at Long Lewis Ford in Muscle Shoals, Alabama at MSRP. This is a really great news there. $27,820, which is what the truck is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be a little pickup, compact little trucklet that's affordable. But here's another one. Sorry.
No, go for it. Keep going.
I'm kind of running on with this. Here's another one sent in by... Sorry, I don't have a name. I apologize. But this 2022 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive, fully optioned truck with a turbocharged engine has an $8,995 market value adjustment. This is at Sunland Ford in Victorville, California, for a total price of $45,895.
Really?
40, almost 46 asking price.
Oof. All right, let's move on to where we're talking Fords. Let's talk about the Ford Bronco, another extremely popular vehicle. And this is a new email that came in, and with the title, Watch Out for MSRP, because what some dealerships are doing is they are switching what the MSRP actually is. Let me put it to you this way. You can go and pick up a vehicle and you'll have a sticker on it that'll show what the MSRP is, but perhaps that sticker is inaccurate. So there are ways of taking care of that. Now, as an example, there's Pritchard's dealership, which is in north central Iowa, and it lists MSRP and sale price as identical, even though there's clearly a markup. And here's the warning: don't take what they say as the absolute solid truth. You can actually go and find out for yourself what that sticker says, and also configure your vehicle online and compare the price of what you're seeing, because in this case, the Ford Bronco Badlands showed the price of $79,995. The MSRP is actually $58,015. That's an example.
Yeah, obviously there's a markup there.
There is indeed.
Yeah. I wanted to highlight a couple of other trucks, and I'm talking now about some full-size trucks and heavy duties. One here is a 2021 Toyota Tundra, which is just the outgoing Tundra.
Yes.
Right. This is the one with the V8, because the new one with the twin turbo is not out yet.
Right.
So you would think everybody's clamoring for the new one, right?
Right.
But these older ones are still in high demand. This one right here is from Downey, California dealership, and Matt sent this in, Matt B, and he found this Toyota Tundra with a $15,000 market adjustment for a $73,302 price on a previous gen Tundra.
Is that a TRD with the full everything and all that stuff? It looks like it's a TRD Pro, so at least it's that.
Yeah, it's got lots of hood scoops.
Oh.
Here's another one which is very popular. Ford Super Duty Tremor. This is an F-250 diesel. This is a very capable truck, right? It's an off-road truck. It also can tow quite a bit because of a diesel engine and all the other equipment that it has. This one has approximately $18,000 markup. This one is at, this was sent in by LG, and this is at Todd Judy Ford in Charleston, West Virginia, and the total price on this one is $97,325.
Okay, so let me go on. I've got one more.
Okay.
And this is good news for those of you who live in Washington, and that is Toyota of Seattle. They have a specific page on their site that says that they will not mark up vehicles over MSRP.
And many dealerships are actually following this.
Which is a really good idea for those
Yeah.
dealerships that want to move some of their inventory, with one exception, of course, and that's the Toyota Supra. Okay, I can take that. So it largely seems to be true. But as I said, there is the fine print, and that is, of course, the Supra. So kudos to you in Seattle. Rock on, guys. That's great news for consumers out there. And as you mentioned, there are other dealerships out there that are advertising we are not going over MSRP, or we are only doing X amount over MSRP. And that in itself is a worthy endorsement. So definitely look up those dealerships. It's maybe worth your while to go out of state to get your vehicle.
And you can go to TFLcar.com. We have this post right there for cars.
Right, which came out earlier this week.
Yes, and also TFLtruck.com, where we also have all this information there. So the whole idea is, if you want to send us a note at ask@TFLtruck.com, which is our email address,
right?
Give us your experience. Great experience, of course, is welcome. Hey, I went to this place. I got a great deal. Boom, I got a good vehicle out of it.
Unfortunately, the good experiences are being hammered by the amount of bad experiences we're getting. But nonetheless, we'd still like to hear from you guys. We've heard some incredible stories. What would be great is if you could take a picture of the window sticker that you're talking about and let us know where the dealership is and whatnot. And that way we can verify that information to make sure the vehicle's still on the lot and whatnot.
Yes, and also Honda Ridgeline here, all-wheel drive black edition. This is, the top of the line.
Sure.
Very, very well optioned mid-size pickup.
Yeah, normally in the mid to high 40s, right?
Yeah, this one was about 45. Now it has a $24,995 market adjustment for a total of $72,335. This is for a Honda Ridgeline. Yeah, and this is kind of eye-opening, and this one came from Elok sent this in, and this is from West Shore Honda in Tampa, Florida.
Okay, so once again, it may behoove you to do some research and find out where these vehicles may lie, where the markups may not be as steep. Keep that in mind. And I think that pretty much covers it. But what we want you guys to do is to keep commenting. Let us know what your experiences are. And please email us. We would appreciate it.
Yes, what we're hoping to do is create, our community, TFL community, where we can help each other. You let us know your experiences. We can talk about it and publish it.
Guys, thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next time.